Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're looking to efficiently wrap your head around the most fascinating recent milestones and discoveries coming out of India right now, you are in exactly the right place. Today, our explainer is traversing a truly magnificent snapshot of India from June 2026. We are talking natural wonders, absolutely incredible human achievements, and some really surprising scientific breakthroughs. So, let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. On the agenda for today, first, new discoveries in nature. Then, Assam's sweet global export. After that, saving lives on roads. And finally, a record beneath the sea.
Section 1. New discoveries in nature. Unearthing hidden species.
So, India's diverse ecosystems are constantly throwing us curveballs and revealing new secrets. For instance, what exactly is Pseudocapritermis novus? It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? This strange scientific name has actually been making headlines recently after a discovery in West Bengal. Any guesses as to what kind of creature this might be? Well, believe it or not, it is a brand new species of soil-dwelling termite. Now hang on, I know exactly what you're thinking. When we hear the word termite, we instantly think of destructive pests literally eating away at our houses. But this discovery completely flips that notion on its head. This is actually a really helpful little creature. Here's the deal. Discovered in the Chapramari Wildlife Sanctuary in West Bengal, this is a soil-feeding termite, which means it isn't destructive to wood at all. Instead, it plays an absolutely vital role in boosting soil formation and nutrient recycling. By feeding on soil and humus, they act as these brilliant, living indicators of soil fertility and overall ecosystem health. This actually makes it the 5th Pseudocapritermes species ever recorded in India. And okay, here is my favorite fact about them. They feature asymmetrical snapping jaws. They actually use these jaws to produce clicking sounds for defense and alarm communication. Just imagine a tiny termite clicking away like crazy to warn its friends.
All right, let's swap West Bengal for the rocky streams of Kerala. There's this wild 70-year fish mix-up that scientists just recently figured out. They were studying the cyprinid, a family of fish, and uncovered a massive case of mistaken identity that had gone completely unresolved for nearly 7 decades.
But real quick, to get why this matters, we need to talk about point-endemic species. Basically, this means a species is restricted to a very specific, highly localized geographic area. This is a huge scientific deal, because the fish they just properly identified is actually the 9th point-endemic fish species found in the Periyar Tiger Reserve, meaning it lives right there and absolutely nowhere else in the entire world. And this whole situation brilliantly illustrates why being that specific is so important. For 70 years, 7 decades, scientists thought they were looking at Echatelekindal ophicephala, which is confined to the Pamba River headwaters. But they recently realized the fish in the Periyar Tiger Reserve is an entirely distinct species. They've named the new one Echatelekindal incognita, and it's restricted strictly to the fast-flowing rocky streams inside the reserve. It really just goes to show how much we still have to learn about these hyper-localized habitats.
Moving right along to Section 2, Assam's sweet global export, taking Tezport to the world. So trading rocky streams for the bustling agricultural markets of the Northeast, we're talking about the famous Tezpur lychee. It's one of Assam's most renowned horticultural products, and they grow several popular varieties: Bombaya, Bilati, Elaichi, Piaji, and Sahi. But what makes them so special? It's their exceptional sweetness, this vibrant red color, a really distinctive aroma, and just overall superior eating quality. In fact, they're so good that APPSC, the Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, recently facilitated the very first export consignment of this fruit all the way from Assam to Dubai.
But how did it suddenly get this big global spotlight? Well, it all traces back to 2013. That is the exact year the Tezpur lychee received its geographical indication, or GI tag. Getting that specific tag was a total game changer. It officially elevated its unique regional identity and, crucially, its global market value, which paved the way for major international exports, just like the one to Dubai. All right, Section 3, Saving Lives on Roads, the RAVIR Scheme. Shifting gears from agricultural exports to a really vital domestic initiative focused on saving lives right here at home. To grasp the absolute importance of this new scheme, we first have to unpack a medical concept known as the golden hour. This is that critical window of time immediately following a traumatic injury when prompt medical treatment has the absolute highest likelihood of preventing death.
So the Ministry of Road Transportation and Highways launched the RAVIR scheme specifically to improve emergency response and basically encourage everyday citizens to step up and assist road accident victims during this exact life-or-death window.
And the scale here is it's honestly massive. Over 4 lakh Rapido captains literally just took a road safety pledge. Rapido partnered directly with the ministry to promote the RAVIR scheme and really strengthen road safety awareness across India. In doing so, this collective pledge by over 400,000 riders actually set a new Guinness World Record. It's such a fantastic example of a corporate partnership empowering everyday folks to take action and save lives.
Finally, Section 4, a record beneath the sea, human stacking in the Andamans.
Speaking of world records, let's leave the busy roads behind and head straight into the deep ocean. Any guesses what massive world record was broken beneath the waves of Suarez Dweep on May 3, 2026? Think about it. What kind of physical human feat could possibly put the Andaman and Nicobar Islands into the Guinness Book of World Records?
No way around it, it's wild. It was the world's tallest underwater human stack. Basically, a giant underwater human pyramid. This incredibly cool aquatic achievement was successfully executed by a highly skilled team of divers, bringing some very well-deserved international recognition to Suarez Dweep.
But to really put this into perspective, we are talking about a sheer height of 22.3 meters. That is over 73 feet. Just visualize a 7-story building but made entirely out of humans underwater. It's staggering.
You know, building a human pyramid on land is tough enough, but why is it so incredibly hard underwater? Well, first off, you need absolutely flawless teamwork among the divers that requires exhibiting exceptional coordination. Then the physics kick in. You have to overcome these incredibly complex buoyancy effects so divers don't just float away or sink to the bottom. And finally, you're trying to maintain balance against strong, totally unpredictable water currents. Doing this while fighting the ocean and managing your oxygen makes this 73-foot tower an absolutely monumental display of human ability. So, wrap your head around this. What connects a clicking termite, a highly localized fish, an exported lychee, a massive road safety scheme, and a giant underwater pyramid? At first glance, absolutely nothing, right? But when you view them together in today's explainer, these 5 facts represent a really fascinating, diverse cross-section of a dynamic, ever-evolving ecosystem and society. We went from the microscopic health of the soil all the way to international trade, and from everyday civic responsibility to literally breaking the limits of what humans can do.
Which brings us to the end of today's explainer. But before you go, I really want to leave you with a question. Which of these incredible milestones or discoveries surprised you the absolute most today? Was it the termite that actually helps instead of destroys? Or maybe that massive underwater human tower? Think about it. The world is just full of daily wonders waiting to be understood. Keep that curiosity alive, stay focused, and I will see you next time for another dive into the facts.